Hi, my name is Michael Ostro and I teach the Alexander Technique. I have many years of experience helping people overcome problems such as poor posture or chronic back pain, or helping them improve their skills in areas such as sports or the performing arts. Today I'd like to talk about the True Comfort back support system and how it can help you sit more comfortably and efficiently. I have one of these in my home, my office, and my car, and I recommend it to all my clients. Now, sitting well is not what most people believe. It's not trying to sit up straight like your mother told you until you're very rigid and uncomfortable. It's more a matter of trying to re-stimulate the natural self-support system of the spine. To get a better understanding of this, if you look at this model skeleton over here, you can see that the spine is one continuous structure from the tailbone up to the head. In the living human body, there are large muscles that run up and down the entire length of the spine, and together the spine and its muscles provide support for the body. When this self-support mechanism does not work correctly like it doesn't in most people, then you'll suffer pain and discomfort and fatigue. Now, most people when they sit in a chair do something like this. They let the weight of their body curve their spine so that it rounds, their shoulders hunch over, and their neck pulls forward. Then they look up at whatever they're working on, which further strains the neck, which now has to support this 10 to 13 pound weight of the head against gravity. Now, once they realize they're slumping, people often try to correct it by pulling their ribs and shoulders up and trying to hold themselves up with an arch in their back. The problem with this is it does not engage the real self-support mechanisms. It's relying on superficial muscles of the ribs and shoulders, and people get tired of this and they usually go back to slumping. Now, to make matters worse, most office chairs and home chairs either exaggerate these problems or just correct them superficially. So let's look at this typical office chair as an example. Now, if I try to align myself to the back of this chair, you'll notice my spine is forced to arch, and it breaks the unity of my back. The reason they're designed this way is because it's an attempt to prevent people from slumping. But rather than stimulating the spine to support itself, it's a crutch that simply forces the back forward, so it doesn't really correct the problem. The True Comfort is designed to work differently. Instead of acting as a crutch, it's designed to help guide you into better habits of sitting. Now, I'll show you how to use it first. Place it on the chair, and you use the strap, which can be attached either horizontally, as in this case, or vertically through Velcro. And then there's a bolster to help bring it to as nearly vertical a position as possible. Now, for the people who are just starting to use the True Comfort, we have a lumbar support, which can be used in the beginning of training with it, but once you're used to it, you probably won't be needing this anymore. Now, I'll show you how to sit in the True Comfort. First, put your sit bones on the chair, on the seat support, so they're firmly and evenly supported, and your tailbone is against the back guide. Next, we're going to lean back against the back support. But most people in doing this will either arch their back and only lean the upper back towards it, or they'll slump and just bring the lower back. So what we want to do is align the spine, and then using the spine as a whole unit, rock back gently until your back touches the back guide. At this point, you can then periodically run your attention up and down the spine and see if you're either slumping and pulling the upper back off the chair, or arching the back and pulling the lower back. This way of sitting will gradually train you into better habits of sitting and strengthen your back. If you have any more questions about this, you can visit the website at www.truecomfort.com. Notice there's no E in True Comfort. Or you can call 800-392-0363. As I said earlier, I use the True Comfort at my home, my office, and in my car, and I recommend it to all my clients. Many of them have bought one or two of them and are very satisfied with the results. Thank you very much for listening.